é da minha vida inteira que eu vou nocautear ele.
What I'm telling you is as sure as I am about anything that I've ever been certain in my entire life is that I will knock him out.
How do you think all those losses might affect Jean Silva going into this fight?
I think now he have too much pressure on your back, because he's the only guy is undefeated UFC now for UT. I think he have a lot of responsibility for you behind,
Diego Lopes and Jean Silva ran into each other before UFC Noche, and the security controlled the situation before the fighters could get physical. Diego Lopes and Jean Silva will compete in the main event at UFC Fight Night on September 13th, and the winner will most likely get one step closer to the title fight. Diego Lopes responded to his encounter with Jean Silva at the Fighter Hotel ahead of Noche UFC. He said that on Friday, he'll look Silva straight in the eyes during their face-off and confidently claimed that Silva was scared when they crossed paths yesterday.
And then what are you expecting when you guys finally do come face-to-face, on Friday for that final face-off?
My expectation is like I look scared in the eyes. This, like yesterday, I crossed him in the hotel. This guy is a little bit scared.
You think he's a little bit scared?
Yeah.
Jean Silva also explained the recent altercation with Diego Lopes at the Fighter Hotel, revealing that he has 3 security guards following him everywhere. He added that he isn't allowed to go anywhere near Lopes, highlighting the tension between them.
Eu tenho 2 a 3 seguranças aí andando atrás de mim aí, então.
Well, guys, I have 3 security guards follow me everywhere, so that should answer your question. So I'm not allowed to go anywhere where he is. And doesn't matter, at least I can tell you guys something that he did for me. I'm growing my hair out to be like him.
Jean Silva revealed that tensions flared with Diego Lopes today at the #Noche UFC host hotel. He explained that the situation almost escalated, with Lopes saying a few things and asking how Silva liked it. Silva added that Lopes was surrounded by his smaller teammates, while he had his bigger teammates nearby, joking that the bigger dogs bark louder.
I think I'm a much more special guy than he is, but I don't really think about him. We don't get along. We don't, we're not friends. We're not anything. And we saw each other today at the hotel. It almost went down, but it's all good.
Tell me a little more about what happened. What happened at the hotel with you two?
O que rolou no hotel?
Eu tava com o meu time, ele tava com o time dele ali de 66 e 61. Eu tava com o meu time de 77, 84, 70 ali, então eu acho que os cachorros maiores tentaram educar os menores.
He was with his team, a bunch of 135ers and 145ers. I was with my team, some 170s, some 185ers. So I think the bigger dogs barked louder.
Was he starting it, or would you say like it kind of just happened naturally? Like, did he do something to kind of create some tension, or is it just we're so close to the fight, it's going to be like that no matter what if you see each other?
Mas ele começou alguma coisa ou foi só uma tensão natural ali de estar tão perto da luta entre vocês dois?
Não, ele falou algumas coisas ali, não sei, eu nem falei nada, eu estava subindo a escada, fiquei olhando ele no olho. Aí ele falou, gostou, e não sei o que e tal. E aí quando o segurança tava no meio, ele meio que esboçou uma emoção de querer vir pra cima, aí eu fiquei olhando. Aí nisso o meu time já olhou, o Flávio principalmente, já olhou pra ele e falou, irmão, é melhor tu ficar aí que senão tu vai ser quebrado aqui. Então, sabe como é que é brasileiro, né?
Yeah, no, he said a few things and, he kept asking me how I liked it and security kind of stepped in, but, Flavio Alvaro, one of my coaches, old school guy, came and said to him, bro, just chill out or you're going to get it here. So, you know how Brazilians are.
Jean Silva also dismissed Diego Lopes' claim of having better striking, pointing out that Lopes must have missed his previous fights. He explained that all his past opponents were taller and tried to keep distance, but Silva closed in on each of them, fought at close range and knocked them all down, and he reiterated his confidence by guaranteeing a knockout over Lopes.
Diego Lopes said, he said in an interview yesterday, he said, I'm very comfortable when it comes to striking. What are you expecting? Do you expect Diego Lopes to move on the outside, or do you expect him to, kind of hold true on his words and stand in the pocket and make this a pretty wild fight for the fans.
Bom, vamos lá. Acho que ele não andou assistindo minhas vitórias em cima dos meus últimos colegas. Se ele perceber, todos eles foram alto, todos eles eu tive perto, e do Diego não vai ser diferente.
I guess Diego missed all my last fights. All my opponents were taller. All of them wanted to fight far away, not close to me. I got close to every one of them. I fought in close distance, close range, and they all went down.
E com tudo isso, a certeza que eu vou te dar é da minha vida inteira que eu vou nocautear ele.
What I'm telling you is, as sure as I am about anything that I've ever been certain in my entire life, is that I will knock him out.
On the other hand, Diego Lopes revealed that he turned down Gene Silva's bet that he wouldn't be able to land a takedown, saying Silva should keep the money. Lopes told Ariel Helwani that Silva talks a lot, but on fight night, he'll prove himself. He made it clear that he has no interest in taking Silva's money, insisting Silva will need it after the fight, while confirming he still has plans to execute the takedown.
Did you happen to see that John tried to make a bet with you about if you can take him down? Did you see this?
yeah, bro. But it's okay, bro. This guy
Proposed the
talks too much.
He said
This guy
that.
talks too much. Talk a lot. It's like it's okay. But Saturday night, want to fight.
Are you gonna accept the bet?
No, this guy needed the money. Trust me. This guy needed the money for him. Needed the money. It's like it's okay.
Just for the audience, he said, "I bet my purse that you won't be able to take me down, and you can go on and keep lying to yourself." And so you're saying you don't want his money because you think that he needs the money, but you'll still take him down.
Yeah, because this guy needs the money after this fight. Trust me. Because this guy this guy know we will show bonus this fight.
Meanwhile, Gene Silva made it clear that he doesn't like Diego Lopes, stating bluntly, "I don't like Diego." He added that the rivalry goes beyond personal feelings. He sees Lopes as the opponent he needs to defeat to earn his shot at the title. Silva emphasized that beating Lopes isn't just about pride, but a necessary step to advance his career and secure a championship opportunity.
Vou te falar com toda a clareza do mundo. Eu não gosto do Diego. No Brasil a gente fala que o santo não bateu. Então eu posso te dar total certeza que meu santo não bateu com o dele.
Diego Lopes expressed confusion over Gene Silva's apparent dislike for him, saying he has no idea what's behind it. He explained that Silva has been talking trash to him for over a year, and in response, Lopes simply mirrors that sentiment. If Silva doesn't like him, he doesn't like Silva either. He shrugged off the tension, suggesting it might just be something going on in Silva's mind.
View on this whole thing, like, do you have any issues with John Silva, or is that just his side?
Bro, I don't know. What's happy with this guy. I think this is like his thing with your mind. I don't know. I don't know for this guy not like me. It's okay. You not like me. Okay, I don't like you too.
Yeah, because you've never said anything to him before, right?
No, never. I don't know. It's like 1 year ago, this guy started talk shit with my person, but I don't know for why. But it's okay. This guy building a great story for this fight, no?
Diego Lopes further addressed Gene Silva's dislike, saying he doesn't hold any negative feelings in return, and realized that from the moment they met, he explained that they don't have a personal relationship and saw no reason for tension. Lopes even joked that Silva's attitude might simply be due to his great hair.
From the ESPN preview where he says, "I don't like Diego Lopes." Do you not like him as well?
Oh, it's okay. This guy not like me. Okay, I'm not like him now.
Why do you think he doesn't like you?
I don't know. I you need to ask him.
Do you have a reason not to like him?
No.
You don't have a relationship with him, right?
No, I don't have a relationship with him. But I think this guy is jealous because I have a great hair, you know.
That is possible. He also said in Brazil we have a saying, "Our saints don't match." Do you know this saying? Our saints don't match. And he says his saint and your saint, like I think your spirits don't match. Does this make sense?
Oh yeah. This is normal in Brazil. It's like the people say this is like it's como se fosse dicho in Brazil.
It's a saying.
It's the saying in Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know for why, but
do you agree with that?
Bro, like
I'm chill for everyone, you know. It's like I'm a good guy for everyone, but this guy said I'm not like him. Okay, I'm not like you too.
Diego Lopes stated that he isn't concerned with the hype around defeating the last undefeated fighting nerd in the UFC. He emphasized that his focus is solely on beating Gene Silva, noting that a loss for Silva would also affect his team.
And I was just going to ask, because you talked about the team, the Fighting Nerds, and you now have the opportunity not only to defeat John Silva and hand him his first loss in the UFC, but you also have the opportunity to defeat the final Fighting Nerd that's undefeated in the UFC.
So my focus is not beat your team. My focus is beat him. No, so my focus is to him. It's like I beat him. The consequence is like your team lost the one more fight UFC. It's not, but my focus is not. I don't have this in my head. It's like, okay, I need to beat him because your team will go down. No, it's not. This is not my focus. My focus is beat this guy, prove it that I deserve to stay in the top.
Diego Lopes also talked about Gene Silva's unusual behaviors, such as grabbing the cage or wearing glasses, saying he stays focused and unaffected. He noted that Silva might try to use these tactics for attention, but once they enter the cage, it's all about the fight between them.
We were showing some of his antics there, grabbing onto the cage and the glasses and all that. What do you make of just his demeanor overall?
It's okay. It's your personality, I'm calm guy. I'm calm guy. I know this guy tries do many things for try have my attention, but it's okay. It's different, in the cage it's only me and him.
Diego Lopes also acknowledged Gene Silva's impressive UFC run, but stressed that he is never one to avoid tough matchups. He views the fight as a major challenge and an opportunity to test himself against one of the best in the world.
He's been on a roll as of late. He's had a good start to his UFC career. Have you been impressed with what he's done?
Yeah, I built my career after the fight, I never sit down in my house for wait to one fight it's comfortable for me. I like the big challenge. I think now having John Silva in the front is a big challenge for me, but I prove and test myself with the best in the world,
On the other hand, Dan Hooker predicts that the winner of Diego Lopes versus Gene Silva will get a title shot against Alexander Volkanovski. He explained that both fighters are exciting and make waves in the division, and whoever comes out on top is guaranteed an opportunity at the championship.
I feel like 100% whoever gets their hand raised in this fight will be fighting for a title. Because they're the most exciting guys. I hear Lopes moves the needle. I know Silva and the Fighting Nerds are doing an incredible job. Winner of this fight gets a title shot, and a lot of people will say, oh, there's some other guys out there.
Yusuf Zalal weighed in on the upcoming matchup between Diego Lopes and Gene Silva, explaining its significance for the 145-pound title picture. He said that if Diego wins, someone like Murphy could get the next title shot. However, if Gene Silva follows through on his plan and finishes Lopes, Zalal believes Silva is almost guaranteed the championship opportunity.
Got the fight with Diego Lopes and John Silva. Big one in your division. Some people feel like maybe if Silva wins, that he might, be close to a title shot. Who do you see winning that? Obviously, should mention that Diego Lopes is part of your management group. Gotta add that disclaimer in there.
No, see, you can't do that, dog. But no, man. I feel like if Diego wins, then what's his name? Laurent Murphy gets the title. But if Gene Silva, especially goes what he says, what he's gonna do is finish this Diego, I think he's guaranteed the title shot. I think they're gonna say, Laurent, see you later.
Gene Silva also expressed confidence that defeating Diego Lopes will secure him a title shot. He dismissed the possibility of Movsar Evloev getting the opportunity, predicting the matchup will likely be Alexander Volkanovski versus Lerone Murphy. Silva insisted that whoever holds the belt will eventually fall to him, stating that he already sees himself as the champion and promising that, whether it's Volkanovski or Murphy, victory will be his.
O Lerone Murphy tá tudo bem, mas o Movsar, nem você acredita que ele vai lutar pelo título?
Movsar is not going to fight for the title. Not even you believe he's going to fight for the title. So whoever is going to be, Volkanovski or Murphy, I'll get there when I get there. Whoever's going to be the champion is going to get beat up, and I'll be the champion. I'm already the champion. I see myself as the champion. I visualize myself as the champion. And if I don't get given a title shot directly after my victory, my significant victory against Diego Lopes, whoever is next, it can be a Volkanovski or it can be Murphy, they're gonna fall to my sword anyway.
However, Diego Lopes remains confident that a dominant win over Gene Silva could earn him another title shot. He acknowledged the unpredictability of the featherweight division, but stated that with a decisive knockout, submission, or complete domination, he would reestablish himself as a top contender.
With all the activity right now in the featherweight division, with Volk obviously champion, but Lerone Murphy, as you said, and Yair is out there, and Mopsar is out there, do you feel like you're being forgotten about? Do you feel like people aren't talking about you enough as one of the top contenders still, because your last fight was for the belt?
Yeah, I think now in the division is a mix in the top 5. It's like the people was no have idea who's the next for the title shot. But I think I make the great job in Saturday night, a big knockout, a big submission, or complete domination. I think I put my name in the table again.
Meanwhile, Adon Ross predicts that if the fight between Diego Lopes and Gene Silva goes the distance, Lopes will edge out the win. However, he believes that if the fight ends in a stoppage, Silva has the power to secure the knockout. Ross highlighted Silva's near win against Volkanovski, calling it one of the fights of the year, and emphasized that Silva has the ability to finish Lopes.
If it goes the distance, Diego wins. If there's a stoppage of any sort, TKO, knockout, Gene, definitely. I'm telling you guys. The safe bet is distance Diego or Gene KO. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. I swear that's what are the odds on that? He's coming up a loss from Volk. Guys, he almost beat Volk. I know you guys are gonna be on my ass. That was the fight of the year. He almost beat Volk. Knockout. You know he did. You know he did. Guys, are you clip farming? Okay. No, I'm not. How am I wrong?
Nick Barnhill praised Diego Lopes' durability but highlighted Gene Silva's unique skill set. He pointed to Silva's technique of using opponents' pressure to escape the cage and take their back, calling it inventive and reminiscent of John Jones. Barnhill considers Silva the most promising fighting nerd with the strongest chance to earn a UFC title first.
Lopes is a great fighter. He's durable. He knows how to fight. He knows how to return fire. But John Silva is one of those guys who I don't know if you're going to find somebody who can move quite like him. He was working this one technique that was so cool. It was on if somebody were to basically change levels, shoot in, and tie you up against the cage. So naturally what you do is you get sideways sort of in a sprinter stance, lower your base, get nice and heavy, try to lift them up to your waistline if you can. So what he was doing in that situation, he would make sure that the arms were separated from behind him so they don't have a grasp of him, but they have him sort of by both sides. And what he's doing is using their pressure to backflip out above them and then take their back.
I need to see that.
There's the evolution of this game that we're talking about. I just think that John Silva is one of those guys who mentally, like John Jones, can just come up with something on the spot, and it's the perfect technique for the scenario. And maybe we don't even have a name for it, right? We don't even know what it's called. John Silva to me feels like the best fighting nerd and the one that has the chance to win the belt first, but I do think we see a few fighting nerds get the belts.
However, heavyweight Curtis Blades favors Diego Lopes in the matchup, citing his reach advantage. He noted that both fighters are aggressive and constantly pressuring, which could create openings for a finish. Blades believes that in a direct exchange, Silva is more likely to get caught by Lopes' striking.
I'll go with Diego because he's longer. They both like to scrap. It's going to be a war, but in this one, I can see I might get a finish just because they're so offensively aggressive, and they're all right with not being as tight on their defense. I think someone's going to get caught just in this exchange, and I think it'll be Silva.
Geoff Neal describes the matchup as tough, admitting uncertainty about how it will unfold since both fighters are talented and well-rounded. He views the fight as even, but acknowledges why Gene Silva is favored due to his impressive track record.
I don't know. That's a good one. That's one of those ones I'm just going to have to watch and see because I like them both. You know what I mean? They're both cool guys. And they both are real talented. I don't know how it's going to translate whenever they fight each other.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. John Silva's the favorite. Do you think that's correct, or should Diego Lopes be the favorite in that fight?
Actually, I feel like it should be even.
There you go.
But given like the body of work, I guess I can see why John Silva's the favorite.
Michael Chiesa also backs Diego Lopes to win, praising his ferocity and resilience. He noted that Lopes can match Gene Silva's intensity, highlighting his tough chin and mental strength. Chiesa emphasized Lopes' growth after past setbacks, calling him a top contender, and predicted that his drive to return to the title picture will play a key role in securing the victory.
Ooh, man! God dang, that's a fight. That's a fighter's fight. Man, I'm a big Lopes fan, and it's not just the mullet. I'm a big fan of his work. he's going to test Jean Silva, but I think that I just think the ferocity that Diego Lopes brings to the octagon, he can match the ferocity that Jean Silva brings to the octagon. He will meet him in the middle. He's got, you know, an incredible chin. He's incredibly tough. And I think it's one of those situations where Diego Lopes grows leaps and bounds when he comes up short. We saw what happened after he lost to Movsar Evloev. He turned into just a totally different animal, and in 2 years got himself into a title fight against Alex Volkanovski in a very, very close fight. I think he's going to be really hungry to get back into the title picture. I see Diego Lopes getting the win.
Similarly, UFC middleweight Eric Anders favors Diego Lopes in the matchup, noting his wild and fearless striking combined with a strong submission game, while acknowledging that Lopes' aggressive style could leave him open and that Jean Silva excels at capitalizing on mistakes. Anders ultimately gives the edge to Lopes.
I'm gonna go with Diego. You know, he's a wild fighter. I guess so is Jean, but you know, he's got a really good submission game. You know, he's fearless with the striking.
Myron Santos also favors Diego Lopes in the fight, citing him as the more well-rounded MMA fighter. While acknowledging Jean Silva's striking danger, Santos highlights Diego's explosive hand power and distinctive skill set, ultimately giving him the edge to win.
That's a tough fight. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Diego. I think he has all the tools. He's more like he's a better MMA fighter. Of course, like John, he's very dangerous on the feet, but Diego, he has like dynamite on his hands. And he's just different. I'm gonna go with Diego.
However, Elijah Smith appreciates both Diego Lopes and Jean Silva, but leans toward Lopes regaining momentum. He stresses that Lopes needs to stay composed and avoid charging in recklessly against Silva, a dangerous counter-striker with heavy hands. Smith hopes to see Lopes make strikes to the head, body, and legs while using his wrestling and grappling, and he's keen to observe how Silva performs in the later rounds.
I love Diego Lopes. I love John Silva, but I would like to see Diego Lopes get back on a win.
Do you think he does it though? I know you said you wanted to see him get back on track, but do you think he does it?
I think he does.
Okay.
I think he does. If he stays within himself and not get too wild, because John Silva, he's a really good counter. He's really good at countering and just throwing wild stuff. So I just wouldn't want Diego to come at him on a straight line, kind of like the Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria, because John Silva does have power. He does have a lot of power. So I would like to see him, you know, attack from head, body, legs, like all over. I would like to see him diverse his strikes and implement that his wrestling and grappling, because they're both really good grapplers. But yeah, I would like to see I want to see what John Silva looks like in the later rounds.
So that's all we have from today's video, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. Share your predictions about this fight between Diego Lopes and Jean Silva in the comment section, and make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.